Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Titans franchise. We are back here in the AFC division round, taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is such a massive test for us. Taking on the Chiefs here. This is a team that has been to, however many straight Super Bowls, however many straight AFC championship games, and Cam Ward, the rookie, and this Titans teams, we can put a stop to that right here in this video. So if you've been enjoying the series, be sure to hit the like button. And if you like me throwing incomplete passes, be sure to hit the like button as well. So we come back here, 2nd and 10. We're gonna find Braylon Allen. He just falls down. This is the first game that I have played post the most recent patch, and I haven't noticed too much different with gameplay, except drops. Lots of drops I've noticed. There's a couple different accessory things. Apart from that, I haven't noticed too much different with the gameplay. So I guess that's a good thing. But Isaiah Pacheco bounces off that tackle and gets to a 2nd and 3. So we get up 7 yards on that first rush of the game. So Mahomes standing, throwing it, just going to find, I believe that is Hollywood Brown right there. I'm not sure why he stepped out of bounds. He should have been able to get set and be able to, run that up the field for a couple more yards. But Mahomes, he just comes right back to him. Now they're going to come back again. Mahomes going to get sacked this time because we decided to bring pressure on 3rd and 6. And we get off the field right here. We're going to force a punt. So that is pretty nice stuff right there. Cody Barton able to force that sack. Well, actually, he made it happen. One of my linemen just gets absolutely blown up. I don't understand what that is with these Madden games where your linemen are just constantly getting blown up. We go to Calvin Ridley. Can't hold on to the football right there. 3rd and 10 now. Kind of a, no-win situation here, really. But we're able to kind of stretch out the defense a little bit. Find Alec Aomander. He finds a crease in the defense after that. Able to fight forward a little bit more. And he gets all the way to the 29 right there. So that is really good stuff right there for us. So starting to find a little bit of rhythm here on offense. 2nd and 10. Going to be a play action look here. Throws this one. Just have to throw it quick. And another just straight up drop. There was a couple plays like that in the game that I've noticed. And I'm just not a fan of that sort of stuff. That's fine. That's a contested catch. Those are the drops I'm just not a fan of. I'm just not a fan of it, personally. I know people say realism, but I'm just kind of, especially when I see the CPU never drop anything and the CPU quarterbacks constantly go like 28 of 30, no drops for the entire game. That sort of stuff's annoying, but Nakobe Dean makes a really nice play. Such a great pickup for this defense, honestly. Gives us a different level of athleticism on defense. And he's able to catch up and kind of stop that player from doing any more damage. We come back again to 1st and 10. And, I love that. I love little players like that, like Xavier Worthy, able to play through contact, hold on to the football, no problem. My guys, wide open, they drop them. I appreciate that. I like that. But, it is what it is. Pacheco, I'm not sure what he tried doing right there. He tried, stopping and turning, and then he just, stood there and gets tackled. So I appreciate that. That helps. I guess I can't complain too much, as the CPU will do stupid things like that. So, you know what? Whatever. I'll take a few drops. 3rd and 7 here. Mahomes standing in the pocket, throws this one. That's behind the line to gain. And so they are not going to pick up that 1st down. And they're going to have to set up for a field goal themselves. So they're going to kick this one, boot it away. Harrison Butker doing it for Charlie, making the field goal and tying this thing up 3-3. So now we're going to come back on offense here. Going to go underneath. Going to find Chico Okonkwo, and he's able to pick up the 1st down right there. Holds onto the football. I like what I saw right there. So we're going to go hurry up here. I still don't get why in hurry up the quarterback lines up over the right guard to start. That's really annoying. But we pick up the 1st down with Braylon Allen right there. I thought they looked a little bit weak in that alignment, so figure why not come back, hit him with a run play like that. We're going to come back again. Now a screen play. Going to get the block set up right here. And Braylon Allen with a really nice screenplay right there, able to pick up the first down, get us into Chiefs territory, come back again, and this time I just had so many options open, I just kind of didn't know what to go with right there. Ended up just taking the check down to Allen and picking up 9 on the play, so this is a really good drive, easily our best drive of the game. Now we're going to hand this one off to Tajay Spears. Tajay Spears going to get into the end zone. Braylon Allen does all the work on the drive, and then Tajay Spears kind of vultures a touchdown from him right there. But it doesn't matter. We retake the lead here, 10-3. So what does Patrick Mahomes have for us? That Sunday night game against the Giants was that was certainly one of the games of all time. That was not very good, but Isaiah Pacheco able to break another tackle right there, pick up the first down. And the Chiefs keep on moving right here. Now they're going to come out again. Another handoff to Pacheco. I don't get why the players just kind of stand and look at him. I don't know what that's all about. But either way, 2nd and 9 here. Trying to play some coverage. And then Pacheco again. Going to fall forward for like an extra 2-3 yards. 3rd and 6 now. Now Kareem Hunt's in the game. Trying to play some coverage here right there. And they're able to come up with that play. Rashee Rice comes up with the catch because... CPU always comes up with those tough contested catches. Either way, we bring pressure. We hit Mahomes. The Kobe Dean with the sack. Going to make it 2nd and 17. And we're able to get some pressure here, mostly from blitzing players. Our edge rushers are doing nothing. Our defensive line is doing nothing. 2nd and 7 here, or 2nd and 17. Turns into 3rd and 12. They pick up a couple yards right there. Mahomes just having to check it down, really. And Mahomes again going to throw this one. That's going to be short of the first down. 4th and 1 coming up now. And they're going to go for it. Kind of don't blame them, honestly. And Mahomes going to throw this one. They're going to be short of the line to gain again. And I believe that's Orgy coming up with the tackle right there. He's like our 4th linebacker. So he's able to come on the field, make a big play right there, get him off the field. And now we can really take command of this football game on this drive before half. We're going to hand it off here. Braylon Allen going to pick up the first down. And what a pickup he has been for us mid-season. Picked him up at around the deadline, like a little bit before. Traded away some of the other running backs we had. And he has been perfect for us when he's needed to be. The stats might not show it, but I have been very happy with Braylon Allen, and he's going to get popped right there. I feel like he gets hit stick a little too much. I really do feel like a guy of his size, when you go for that hit stick, you should probably be bouncing off him a little bit more. But we're going to come back here. Cam Ward going to find Calvin Ridley. That's a broken tackle. Calvin Ridley to the 10-5 touchdown, Tennessee Titans. And like what I wanted to do on that drive, I wanted to take command of this game, and that is what we have done right there with that play. Great play call, honestly, and Cam Ward with a great throw, put it right in front of Ridley, only let his hands get it, and then broken tackle right there, and now we take a 17-13 lead. But Patrick Mahomes, this is enough time for him to get down the field, and that's just a deep shot right there, kind of not deep, kind of intermediate, but it doesn't matter, because when you have guys who have speed like this, they are able to take it to a house if you give them that much open field. Rashee Rice absolutely burns us right there. Pressure did not get there quick enough. Our edge players are just kind of doing nothing. I keep complaining about this, but it just feels like in Madden games, edge players, unless they have like abilities, they just don't do anything. So still 2nd quarter. That's why getting that score was so important. So we give that up. That's fine. We come right back, and we are going to try to get down the field and score another touchdown, or at least a field goal at least. Still kind of make this a double-digit game, so we'll come back again. 35 seconds left. Shotgun formation. Kind of the same look we had before. Chimera DK picks up some nice yards. Going to be 2nd and inches. We're going to go hurry up here, and we're just going to try to go. We're going to put Dotson on a streak, see if we can catch him napping, and it doesn't look like we can. So we're going to get outside here. Going to try to put it in front of DK. He drops it. Come back again. Looking. Throwing over the middle of the field. Not the best play call, but we have timeouts. We can take another timeout. 11 seconds left. We're going to see if we can find something. We can still throw middle of the field because of the timeout. Pick up 2nd and get to 2nd and inches. Call a timeout here and send Joey Sly onto the field to kick this one away. It's up. It's good. and we make it a 10-point game again. So able to use the time we had wisely there and come back here. Start of the second half. They're going to get the kickoff here. And Nakobe Dean with a big shot right there on Hollywood Brown. Fumbles the football away. And since they didn't give me a good replay of it, I'll give you one. Nakobe Dean put his shoulder right on him. And just very disappointing for the Chiefs right there. So now we can really try to take full advantage. Get on top of these guys. Ridley with a nice catch over the middle. Picks up some nice yardage. He would come up holding his ankle, though. Nothing too serious. He would be back in the game and ready to go. But we're going to come back here. And first and goal. Going to throw this one to DK. And he ends up dropping it, I think. I'm not sure. I think they say he dropped it. I don't think he did, though. We'll come back to DK again. Throws this one, and that's going to be just short, 3 yards right there. Yeah, we're going to come back, third and goal, handoff. Braylon Allen's going to get stopped at the 1. We're going to go for this right here. This is a golden opportunity for us. There's no reason not to go for it right now. And Braylon Allen able to navigate traffic, gets into the end zone, touchdown Titans, and we are going to be up 17 points right now on top of the Kansas City Chiefs. So there we go, 2nd and 3 here. Going to be a little screenplay to Travis Kelce. Kelce does not move that quick anymore. I'm sorry, Chiefs fans. He is washed. In real life, I don't know if he's washed or he's just out there playing not to get hurt because he has like a podcast and a marriage to a pop star to worry about. But, you know, trying to, get some pressure here, and that's just not happening. That's a block in the back by Kelce. That should have been called. But, whatever. They're not going to call it. It is the Chiefs. And, I guess they're going to let us play here. And just a throw over the middle again. And it's really interesting. They're always able to kind of quickly respond like this after we score, which is like kind of such a Mahomes Chiefs thing. Mahomes going to step up in the pocket. Going to be brought down right there. That is going to count as a sack. And that might be the first one from one of our defensive line guys. That throw is going to be well over the intended target. 3rd and goal here at the 7. Mahomes looking, throwing, going to find his man. That's Rashee Rice for another touchdown. Can these guys do any other celebration than this one? I feel like this is the only one they do. So they kind of strike right back. That's fine. We're going to come back again and lose 3 yards on the very first play of our ensuing drive, which is just awesome stuff to do. You always, when you can lose 3 yards, you have to do it. Great route by Gunnar Helm because that linebacker completely slipped and fell. The minute I saw that, like, we're going to Helm, who has really taken helm of this starting tight end spot I gifted him. So Calvin Ridley comes back into the game, picks up the first down right there. Great stuff by Calvin. We're going to come back here, heavy set. Going to hand this one off to Braylon Allen, bouncing around a little bit like a pinball. Somehow picks up 9 yards on the play, and Kevin Skoronski is hurt again. This is kind of becoming an ongoing issue. I'm not sure why Chico Conquo did a juke back right there when he's supposed to be blocking, but I'll take picking up the first down. Now we're going to come back empty set, 3rd and 10. Throws this one, and Ridley going to hold on to it. Get us to 4th and 5. That is reasonable enough for me to go for it. If he would have dropped it, we'd have just kicked a field goal, but I'll go for it right here. And we're going to throw this one here to A.O. Manor. A.O. Manor going to find some holes in the defense. Great blocking by Braylon Allen right there, and that opens up A.O. Manor to pick up the touchdown. There we go. We were spawned back to their touchdown with a touchdown of our own, and we are going to re-extend our lead here. And 34-17, the Chiefs, they have got to get something. They have to stop us, and they're just kind of have not been able to do that here today in this game. Pick up the first down right there to Worthy. But now 2nd and 6 here. Shotgun formation for Mahomes. Mahomes standing, throwing, throws this one. Tried to do the best we could in coverage. It's just our guys are not getting there right now, so it's kind of hard to expect us to play coverage for that long. So now Mahomes looking, throws this one. That's almost intercepted. That probably would have iced the game for us. You know, my personal theory is drop a pick, give up 6, and that's kind of what I want to avoid right here as Travis Kelce can't hold on to the football. 4th and 10. 8 minutes left to go here. They kick a field goal. Doesn't matter because the classic Madden, your guys just run into a kicker for no real reason. Then the game just decided to have running into the kicker trigger more often. For a reason, I don't fucking know why. It's really fucking annoying, honestly. And Isaiah Pacheco gets a touchdown. So, again, we get kind of fucked over with this running into the kicker nonsense. Because someone on the EA dev team just seems to think that should happen every other goddamn game. I don't know why. Either way, we still have to look to ice this game out. And Braylon Allen, look at the blocking he gets right there. Picks up the first down and gets us to 1st and 10 at the 46. So, good stuff right there. And this is going to be another handoff to Braylon Allen. Great blocking right there. Picks up a couple yards. At this point, I'm fine with just running out this clock at this point. We're past midfield. We can take as much time as we want here off the clock and really make this tough for the Chiefs to really get back into this football game. And again, you see us, we're just taking the time all the way down. Great blocking right there. I believe that's by Jackson Slater. And he's playing pretty good. And we're going to come back, hike the football again. He's doing a good job there on Chris Jones, if I'm being honest, for a guy so young. I think he just finally passed like 70 overall. So at this point, we're just taking time off the clock. Another great run here from Braylon Allen. He's going to be brought down. And there it is, 4 minutes to go in this game. And we're just taking time off the clock. Just taking time off the clock, running this ball down their throat. Going to come back again. Braylon Allen. I don't mind him not getting in the end zone right there because guess what? We can take another 30-plus seconds off of the clock here, and we do just that. Going to hike this ball. Braylon Allen has a wide-open hole, and into the end zone he goes. And that was the Braylon Allen drive right there. And that, in all honesty, might be the dagger. That might be what ends this game right here. Kind of makes it an insurmountable lead for Kansas City to overcome. But if anyone can do it, it's Patrick Mahomes. And he is going to run this football. Takes a couple hits right there, but picks up the first down. Now 2nd and 10. They still have the 2-minute warning as well. Mahomes looking, throws this on the run. I don't mind Mahomes doing that stuff. You know what I mean? You see that sort of Houdini stuff. If you're younger, you don't know who Houdini is. He was a magician. But, you know, that's Mahomes navigating the pocket like this. I don't mind Mahomes doing this sort of stuff because, like, he kind of does, honestly. So I don't mind that. They decided to run the football right here, and I just kind of did not expect a run. That's why I pass committed. That's why we're slower than the running back, is because when you pass commit, somehow your players become slower if it's a pass play. I don't really understand that logic, but from a gameplay standpoint, I don't get it. But either way, they're all the way down here. 2nd and 3, 2 minutes left to go in this game. Mahomes going to throw this one. That is going to be a touchdown right there. That's Xavier Worthy getting the touchdown. I can't remember if he's the criminal or not on the Chiefs, like, receiving core. They onside kick it. We pick it up. Shamir DK comes up with the football. And there it is, 1st and 10 here, and, you know, we still have to run this thing out a little bit right here. Braylon Allen going to pick up some nice yards right there, get to 3rd and 4, and we are going to run this ball one more time. Braylon Allen fumbles the football, gets back on top of it. So it looks like we picked up the first down. They would review it and then say, no, we didn't pick up the first down because it wasn't a fumble. I think the game doesn't really specify this stuff. It just says challenge, fumble. So it wasn't a fumble, which means when he picked up the football, he was not past the line to gain, which makes it 4th and 1. We are going to go for it as opposed to kicking a field goal. They clearly run commit right there, and I think I picked the wrong hole. And so the Chiefs are going to get the football back here with a chance to make something happen. No timeout at all for them. Isaiah Pacheco, I really don't understand running the football right there. I don't get that. Picking up 2 yards, you just burned. I don't know how much time off the clock for 2 yards, but Mahomes, shotgun formation, looking, throwing, going to find Kelce over the middle. they're going to have to go. Going to have to hurry this thing up a bit here. 3rd and 4 here, so that's a lot of time to pick up that little yardage. Now they're doing motion plays, just stuff that takes way too long, and still short of the first down marker. 4th and inches here. They have taken 30 seconds off of this clock and have picked up 9.5 yards. Not ideal. Mahomes now looking, throwing, going to find his man over the middle, gets to the 46. That's fine, but now we're under a minute. I don't even understand why you spike the football. You just have to have a play ready to go here. That spike is stupid. You would at least run another play. Instead, you took time off the clock to spike it, and you're going to come back up here again, and they're going to spike it again. I'm not sure why he's checking the mic. Pointing at Nakobe Dean, you're spiking the ball. So 2nd and 10 here now, Mahomes. I know I'm complaining. It's just this end of game stuff's really bad from the CPU in these games. Now under 30 seconds here, and shotgun formation again. Mahomes wasting time, pointing out Cody Barton, not blitzing. So that throw is just amazing. That's just classic Patrick Mahomes right there. Kelsey gets a touchdown, and again, that's like the 5th time we've seen that celebration in the game. Does matter because they're going to go for an onside kick here. We're able to pick that one up. Chimera DK. That was a little close, actually. Bruised ribs for Jeffrey Simmons, though we're not concerned about that, but it's my favorite play in all of Madden 26. QB kneel, a.k.a. the victory formation. And we're going to kneel this thing down, and we are going on to the AFC Championship game as we end the Chiefs' run. 41-38 here, and that got a little close there at the end, but we're able to hold on to it. Mahomes losing a playoff game for the first time in, I want to say, like, pre-pandemic. I don't think he's like, I don't like the Super Bowl's the Super Bowl. I mean, like, in terms of like the playoffs, I don't think he's lost a playoff game in a very long time. Braylon Allen had a great game, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tajay Spears came in and was super productive in his 5 carries. Braylon Allen, that's probably his best game as a Titan so far. And 5 drops on the day. First game post-patch. And 5 drops, so that's kind of annoying if I'm being honest, but we're still able to come up with a victory here, and that's just nice. Defensively, Sebastian Joseph Day was the only guy on our line to get a sack. The other sack came from Nakobe Dean, and I'm pretty sure one of our corners got a sack. I'm not sure why it's not counting that one. Either way, some forced fumbles, some pass deflections. Braylon Allen going to get an upgrade here. We're going to keep going with Elusive for him. I think we might switch that to power a little bit, but he gets +2 awareness, juke move, and spin move. So he is progressing very nicely for us. I thank the Jets for re-signing Breece Hall and letting us have Braylon Allen. So shout out to the Jets. So who are we taking on in the playoffs? I'm still kind of waiting this here. It's either the Steelers or the Ravens. Jeffrey Simmons, we do have an opportunity for an upgrade here. Looking at what we need to upgrade on him, and really everything's great for Jeffrey Simmons. So we're going to go with Power Rush here, and he is going to get +2 power moves and +2 tackles. Who are we playing in the playoffs? Who are we going on? Are we going on the road to take on the Ravens, or we got a home game versus Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers? Who is it going to be? Who are we playing in the AFC Championship game? And it is going to be, drum roll, the Ravens. We are taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, 13-4 on the year. The Ravens are an 89 overall, 91 offense, 87 defense. They are way better than us at everything, but we've been punching above our weight for most of the season, and maybe we just do it one more time with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. So if you've been enjoying the series, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.